What permanent decisions did you make when you were in your 20s? Okay, that is okay. And you don't have to answer that now. You can answer that on my comment section. And first, I have to tell you a story about myself. So, in our 20s, that is when we make so many permanent decisions that affect us in our future or don't affect us. Like in our future, we tend to be grateful that we did not came to that conclusion in our experience years. So you're supposed to say a lot of yeses to experiences, to exploring when you're in your 20s, because that is the only time before you just make up your mind to permanent decisions. And some of us are lucky to have escaped without saying yes to things that we might regret. And that's where my story comes in. So when I was 24, I said no to marrying a rich guy, a tycoon, oil tycoon guy. Yes, he was very rich. I love the money. I loved the luxurious life. I loved the shopping. I loved getting whatever I wanted at that particular moment. And to him, I think he approached me in a love bombing way because, I mean, in my 20s, I am naive. I don't have a lot of experience. He's much older than me. So he was kind of trying to tie me down for some reasons. And I said no to the ring permanently because I knew that whenever I say yes to marriage, and I am not happy with this person in future, or I feel like changing my mind in future, I might regret it because divorce is not it's not all roses. And one thing I fear, okay, it's not like a deep rooted fear, but one thing that I don't like is getting married and then getting divorced, or getting in a long term relationship and then breaking up with the person, because I love happiness and I love I value my emotions, so I don't want to be heartbroken or heartbreak another person. So that kind of brought me to that conclusion of I think this is a good thing, but I might regret it. And then by that time I did not understand myself. I needed to search my soul because that is a very huge part of my life. I needed to understand myself. I needed to know what I love. I needed to know what I would do in life as as a productive human being, not just living life, having money, not knowing how to use the money, not knowing how to not to grow, how to grow the money, not even know how to make my own money, because that matters a lot. I love making my own money, even though I'm not doing that right now. That is something that I have invested in mentally. So until that time, at least I know how to make my own money. So I just thought I'll be very, very vulnerable and in a very unsafe place, according to me, if I don't know how to make my own money, and this person will be controlling me with money, and in return I will be miserable at long run. And when you're miserable, I contemplated so many things. Actually, I thought maybe if I was miserable, like I end up marrying that guy and I got miserable along the way, maybe I could have buried myself into self-medication, like doing drugs, maybe alcohol, or maybe other hard drugs, just to keep myself sane. And I never wanted that for myself. And again, I never wanted anyone to devalue me simply because I don't know what I want. And that is a question I used to get a lot from so many suitors, I would say that. And they would ask, what do you want to be? What is your dream? And I couldn't say for sure what I wanted because I wasn't there yet. I just needed to find myself first, because I knew I was deep down so miserable. I was very unhappy. I was having these moments of depression, so it was a chronic thing. So I was constantly depressed. I was not joyful inside, and I knew I needed to find that first. And actually, I did not know that you can find that. Like, you can be joyful, you can be happy. I just had a strong feeling, and I knew for sure that is God talking to me, saying that, yeah, being happy, being joyful from the inside, it's possible. Something like therapy was not a very popular thing, especially in my continent in Africa. And like now, we have therapy going on online, because online have become a very, very huge platform. We only saw therapy on the movies, the TV shows from the Western culture. So that was not something that we knew about. Unlike lucky kids of now, generation of now, they know so much, and they can find their ways using therapy. So we weren't the lucky people, and so many of us found the money, the comfortable financial stability life they wanted, but they ended up miserable. I've seen several people, and I'm not judging anyone, trust me. I'm just saying, I saw so many miserable rich girls. I was so sad. They haven't turned out really well. And actually, one of them was my ex's girlfriend then. He was telling me how she went miserable, how she was like losing her mind. And later on is when I learned that that is these psychological issues that we carry around, the traumas, the deep rooted things, issues that we carry around. And to him it was just a thing, like, oh, that is just her. Yeah, it is her. But if only, and you have the financial capability, if only you had find someone like a therapist to get her some help, or even herself, if we could have suggested such thing, then it could have been fine. She would have turned out really well, unlike her ending up in separation simply because someone was mentally unstable or disturbed in a way. So for me, I thought, I have learned from other people's mistakes, so I don't want to make that mistake myself. I knew there is more to life than just having the financial stability. Right now, I know everything that you need is abundance. The abundance of joy, the abundance of money, the abundance of success, the abundance of opportunities, all around. Having the abundance of health, that is very important. So you might be having all the money that you need, thinking that is all that you need, and then your health will be weighing you down, and you don't know how to go about it. And that is all coming from a deeper issue, like your emotional issue that is causing you the diseases, or the disease is your body is not at ease, is not in alignment. So I have embodied that abundance of all around, having it all around. Yes, we can have it all. You don't have to think that, oh, you can't have it all. I believe I can have it all, and so far I'm having it all. I can't say that I am short on this side, or I am crooked. I am having it all right now. I have a great support system in my life, financially, emotionally, mentally, and I work really hard to sustain that. And I'm telling you today, you can have it all. This is not the thing. This is not the thing when we used to say that, oh, in life is not fair. You can't have it all. I believe I can have it all. And I started with fixing myself, knowing that everything can be hindered, not by another person, by me, by my own issues, by my own emotions, by my own feelings, by my own limitations, by the choices that I make. So I just thought it is okay for me to just flow, uh slowly but sure, make the right decisions whenever I'm ready to make those decisions. I remember starting my own recovery journey as a person, like my spiritual journey. I started with finding who I am. This is who I am. I have to accept me with all my flaws, with all my imperfect body, with all my my ancestral things, like my body, like we are not all Like, we don't love every part of our bodies, but I appreciate that that is given to me by my ancestors. I am so thankful to them. She started from there, from the most mundane things. So I started with accepting who I am, and then I started. The other thing was evaluating my relationship with my family when I was growing up. My sisters, my guardians, my parents, everybody that I grew around with, the beliefs they gave me, the things that they weighed me down, because I had people in my life, and growing up they would tell me, "Oh, Grace, you have broad shoulders like a dude," and that was not a good thing. It kind of brought me down in a way. So I learned to love my broad shoulders. I don't have to have the perfect lean body like every other lady. I can have masculine body and still be feminine and still be me. So I unlearned the beliefs and those negative things that I had from the people around me when I was growing up. I loved myself. I healed my own traumas, the childhood traumas that I learned or went through when I was a kid. I then again get to learn. I learned about my own thinking. How do I think about money? How do I think about making money? How do I think about my future? How do I think about the kids that I will bring in this world? How will they turn out? Will they have the broken world inside the way I am? Like, I fixed me inside. Then the next thing was, I now need to build a future. What will I benefit myself with, and again contribute to the world? And that's when I came up with this YouTube channel, because I've learned a lot through my own experiences, and I thought I could share my wisdom, my knowledge, my experiences out there, and perhaps they will help someone who is in need. And even if they don't get something like a whole video, they might get that one thing that may change their lives, or maybe give them hope. So I learned so many things. I changed my world a lot. I changed my inner world to change my outer world. And so far, I would say that the decisions that I did not make when I was very naive in my 20s, when I was very troubled in my 20s, I'm so glad I did not, say yes to all those. Yes, I experienced a lot of great things, and I can never regret about the great things up to date. And even the things that came my way that taught me a lot of lessons, I'm so grateful for them as well, because I would not have been molded into this person that I am today without the experiences, the good and the bad. So I appreciate them all, and I actually appreciate the many people that came into my life, the passers-by, the people who taught me great hard lessons, the people who are a blessing to me. Like, they just came, blessed my life, and then moved forward, because I believe universe gives us it all, the good and the bad. And God does not come into this world as himself. He uses other people, so other people can give us different experiences. So I'm so grateful for every one of them. And right now that I am a grown as person, I can make conscious decisions from a healed point, and not from a broken point. I am so grateful that I am me right now. I can be able to teach you this lesson today. And I just thought, you know what? Uh, that was a crazy decision that I made. So many people, especially my friends, they question me. Oh, why didn't you marry that guy? He really wanted you. He was so into you. I thought, you know what? That guy never wanted me fully. In this world, we use people to get what we want. That person wanted to use me. He was a foreigner, so he wanted to marry me to have a visa to invest in Kenya, because they already have the money. And at some point, I would not have gotten whatever I wanted, simply because he's doing it from a selfish level, which I respect. What about me? I would have been the one hanging without knowing what to do because I don't have the power of the money. And that would have affected me. And I remember sometimes back, a friend of mine asked me, aren't you motivated by money? And I told her, you know what? Yeah, I am motivated by money, but I won't be a slave for money. I have abundance mindset. I believe that everything that I need will come to me. So I don't have to be desperate or make some questionable decisions to get the money that I need. No, money will come to me. Money loves me and I love money. So we have that very healthy relationship with the energy of money. So I don't have to be desperate. Yes, it motivates me, but I have to make conscious decisions as an adult that I am. Because if you make some decisions and they will affect you in future, I mean, what are you doing? This is a point whereby I have to make things to fix my own future. I'm focused on today and the future. I might not get another chance of, actually I don't have another chance of making mistakes and fixing them. The only time that was there was in the 20s. You make wrong choices to fix them, the ones that you can fix, which was okay. But now, in mid 30s, early 30s, no, I don't have that luxury of making mistakes, like crazy mistakes, and then fixing them. Yes, we have error and we make some minor mistakes, but that is okay. It's because they're minor and they're just little mistakes, but no major mistakes. So I'm very conscious about that, and I'm so grateful I did not marry that guy simply because it was all about money and luxury. But it's because I placed myself first. I placed my mental health first, my emotional health first, and I aimed for a bigger, better, and brighter future full of joy and abundance. And that is what I'm getting right now. So if you enjoyed the video, please share, like, and comment. I don't want to make it as long, and I hope you enjoyed. Just remember that you are the director of your life. Make the decisions wisely, invest your energy wisely. Your energy is your currency, so invest it wisely, and just learn from other people's mistakes like I did, because I believe it's not every time that you have to learn from your own mistakes. I am a very good student when it comes to other people's lives. I learned from them as well, and I tend to see everything as what they are. Like, I don't see the sugar coating, I see the actual things. This is the damage that can be caused. This is the great part of this whole thing. And this is the middle. I tend to evaluate all of them for me to make a decision based on other people's experiences. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you on the next one. And just know that I love you. Bye.